You think of big corporations as well-oiled machines. At least that's what they tell us, right? I mean, it's like you see the North Korean games and they have everybody, thousands of people on unison doing color formations. And it's really, really cool. You think of big corporations like UPS, they deliver stuff. It's like, well, everybody's doing their job. Everybody knows what to do. It's a well-oiled machine, right? Like a sports team, except bigger. Except it's not. I find it interesting at the hotel, there's a sign saying don't bring this, plates and silverware out from the breakfast. There are different ones than the ones we have in the room because it's extended stay, don't have kitchens and stuff. But the idea is that, they're going to be hard to retrieve. Guests won't remember to bring them back, etc. And that's all very true. But theoretically, there are these people called housekeepers who may check rooms every day, right? And I would make a venture that they could probably bring a lot of those back if they chose to, right? I remember when we were checking into the room, I saw these things from the breakfast. And obviously, the housekeeper put them in the dishwasher to wash. She did not either recognize or care to put them somewhere else so they could bring them back into the kitchen supply. Why not? I think here's the issue. It's hard to tell people what to do, right? It used to be it's hard to control customers, which is definitely more true today than ever. But hard to control your own employees? I mean, that's an amazing thing, right? But it truly is, right? At least nowadays, with jobs being in high supply, employees being in low supply, right? It's just the truth that you sort of keep who you keep, even though they're not great. Even though sometimes they're downright bad, you still keep them. Like where I work, you think somebody's going to be fired or laid off? There's a law saying how many nurses have to be assigned. If you don't have enough nurses, can't take the patient. That's life, right? So even if your nurse is the worst person in the world, even if the nurse does things that are counterproductive, would you rather have less patients? Would you rather get rid of all of them and have half the hospital shut down? And that's a funny thing. Even though we say humans are developing, becoming more accepting, generous, gracious, blah, 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 which I don't feel to be true at all, just a show, human beings aren't becoming better at interacting with other people. That much is obvious. Why is that? We're not improving ourselves. I made a comment the other day to somebody that isn't it funny that the things we do most often in life, the things that are very, very important in life, we actually don't work on improving on, right? How many people do you know who drive horribly? You think they're gonna go take a driving course? They have a license, right? No. They're just gonna drive how they drive. But they drive horribly. Like you know what I'm talking about. There's people who don't keep in their lanes, right? They cut across 3 lanes at the stoplight to make a left turn from the right turn lane, right? On the freeway, they don't know how to merge, right? They basically come to a stop. They're still on the road driving. There are some people who run red lights. They sort of missed it. Some people don't know how to figure out directions, right? I know somebody who was trying to go somewhere. GPS was mapped out. It was only 15 minutes away. Took her 3 hours. You think these people are safe drivers? I don't think anybody does. But the thing is, are they going to work on it? Are they going to improve it? The answer is no. Why is it that there's so many essential things that we just sort of don't try to improve, even though we know they're essential parts of our everyday life? Theoretically, it would be very helpful, right, for somebody to be driving better. Some of these people who don't drive well know they don't drive well and they're scared of driving. Why don't they work on improving it? I'm not talking about people in their 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm talking about people younger. But such is life, right? There's no well-oiled machines anymore. Machines nowadays have lots of different parts that don't often work together well. that are just held together by strings and bandages, and we should be lucky anything works at all.